A very good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the online English class. Today, I am going to start the class with a new lesson, the Bishop's Candlesticks. This story, the Bishop's Candlesticks, is based on a well known episode in Victor Hugo's famous novel, Les Miserables. So, at first, we read the whole story. Let's start the story. It was nearing 8 o'clock in the evening. The bishop was sitting on a chair reading. There was a knock on the front door. "Come in, please. Just push the door open," said the bishop. The door opened, and a man in worn out and dusty clothes appeared in the doorway, carrying a knapsack on his back. "Bishop, you must allow me to spend this night here," the man said. "You can stay here as long as you want to," said the bishop. "You will not say that when you know who I am," said the man. "I am Jean Valjean. I have spent 19 years in prison, and they set me free just a few days ago." "But why were you sent to prison?" asked the bishop. "It's so long ago. I forget. Yes, I remember. I had a small cottage, and there was my little sister. We had no food, and I could find no work. And then one day she was hungry, so I stole some money to buy her food. The cops caught me. I begged them to leave me. I told them why I had stolen, but they didn't listen. Then they sentenced me to 5 years for stealing and 14 years for trying to escape," said the man. "The night I was sentenced, I was told that my sister was dead. Ah, damn them, damn them. God curse them all." So saying, Jean Val sank on the table and sobbed uncontrollably. "My son, you have suffered much, but there is hope for you," said the bishop. "You have walked far and you are tired. Have you supper first, and I will give you a warm bed to sleep." The bishop then told Maggie, his housekeeper, to set the table for supper. "Come, Jean Valjean, let's have supper. Sit close to the fire and warm yourself. You must be very cold," said the bishop. "You are very kind, sir. I haven't seen such a kind person all my life," said Jean. "I shall pay you for the supper and also for a night's lodging." Let's eat first and then have a good night's sleep. There is plenty of time in the morning to think of payments. After supper, the bishop led Jean Valjean into another room. He showed him his bed. Now go to bed. Good night, my son, said the bishop. Jean Valjean lay down on the soft bed and closed his eyes. For the first time in 19 years, someone had treated him so kindly. For the first time in his life, he had eaten a hearty meal and he was allowed to sleep in peace. However, Jean Valjean couldn't sleep for long. The fear of the police lurked in his mind all the time. The next morning at breakfast time, Maggie went to the cupboard and opened it. She looked puzzled. She found all the silverware missing. Where has all the silverware disappeared? She wondered. Then she went to the guest room. Jean Valjean was missing too. Brother, brother, where has all our silverware gone? Maggie asked the bishop. I don't know where the silver is, said the bishop. The silver isn't in the house, and your guest isn't in the house either, said Maggie. Isn't he in the room? The bishop asked. No, he isn't, and the window in the guest room is wide open. Let's go and inform the police. He couldn't have gone far. They will soon catch him and we will get the silverware back, said Maggie. No, I don't want to have him sent back to prison. The police will beat him up and the judge will send him back to jail. How miserable. The silverware was mine. They are his now. It is better so. He needs the silver. The silver will fetch him money. And he needs the money, said the bishop. But a theft has to be reported to the police, Maggie said. It's a theft only when we think that the silverware is ours. Forget the thought that it's ours, said the bishop. How can we forget what's been ours for so long? But sending him to jail again would be terrible, said the bishop. A little later, they could hear the noise of the gate opening. A police inspector appeared at the front door. Good morning, sir. We are very sorry to disturb you. We have arrested a man on suspicion. We found some silverware on him, said the officer. Two policemen brought in the man. The bishop looked at the man and said, Jean Valjean, why did they arrest you? Jean Valjean said nothing. The inspector said, he told us that you had given him all this silverware, but we didn't believe him. Then the bishop said, this gentleman is my very good friend. He was my guest last night. What he says is true. It was I who gave him all the silver plates and spoons. Shall we let the man go then, sir? Asked the inspector. Yes, of course. Leave him with me and go back to your duties, said the bishop. As soon as the inspector left, Jean Valjean fell at the bishop's feet and begged for forgiveness. Promise not to steal again, ever. You will get a good price if you sell all the silverware. Put the money to use in an honest business. What do you say? Said the bishop. I will agree to do anything you say, said Jean, with tears in his eyes. Now start life anew. Lead an honest life, and you will always be happy, said the bishop. 6 years later, Jean Valjean became a wealthy factory owner, and it is said that he went on to become a very successful man in his town. So, my dear children, reading part of this lesson is over. In next class, I will continue the explanation part of this lesson. You must learn at least 3 to 4 times nicely with good and correct pronunciation at home. Thank you and have a good day.